Hello. This evening we're drinking a Ladder Run Amber Ale from Thornbury Village. Believe it's just north of Toronto somewhere, Ontario, Canada. It is 4.8 alcohol per volume, and got a fancy can. Looks like Ladder Runs, I believe, created for fish to help them spawn upriver. We're gonna drink this beer, and oh boy, it looks like an amber. Did it sound like an amber? I don't know. It sounded good when it opened. All right, look at that. Just like my hair. Tastes like an amber. Tastes delicious. So, on with the Ladder Run, I guess, fishing. This grandpa takes his grandson out fishing one day. They're just at the dock. And a couple hours go by, and grandpa opens up his little tackle box, and he's got a cigar there. He starts smoking the cigar, and his grandson, he's a little older, he's like 14 years old, and he says, "Hey, Grandpa, maybe I could have a little smoke of your cigar." Grandpa looks at him and says, "Well, I don't know, you're a little young for a cigar, don't you think?" He says, "Oh, I don't know, Grandpa, I think I'm ready. He goes, "Well, I don't know, is your dank long enough to touch your asshole?" And the kid thinks about it, and he's like, "Well, no, it's not." All right, well, when your dink can touch your asshole, he says, then you can have a cigar with Grandpa. He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." So another half hour goes by, and Grandpa reaches in his tackle box, pulls out a beer, starts drinking his beer. The grandson says, "Grandpa, can I have some of your beer?" He goes, "I don't know." He says, "You seem a little young. Can your dink touch your asshole?" And the kid says, "Well, no, I already told you, Grandpa, that it can't." He's like, "Well, when it's long enough," he says, "you can have a beer with Grandpa." He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." So a little bit longer, Grandpa's looking over and he's smoking a cigar and he's drinking his beer and fishing away, and he's feeling sorry for the grandson. So he says, "You know what? Here's $5." He says, "Go down to the bait shop there, get yourself a bag of chips, and a pop or something. And it might perk you up a little bit." "Oh, okay, thanks, Grandpa." So the young guy heads down to the bait shop, and he comes back 10, 15 minutes later. Grandpa looks over, and the grandson's got some Popeye cigarettes. And Grandpa says, "Oh my goodness," he says, "I haven't seen those in a long time. Like, I didn't even know they made them anymore." He goes, "Oh yeah, well, they taste a little stale," he says, "but they had them in the bait shop. I used to have them or whatever, and I thought I'd try them." And he said, "You wouldn't give me any of your cigars, so this is the next best thing." Grandpa's like, "Oh, I guess so." And he says, "Well, would you share those Popeye cigarettes with your grandpa?" And grandkid says, "Well, I don't know, Grandpa. Is your dink long enough to touch your asshole?" Grandpa thinks about it for a minute. He says, "As a matter of fact, it is." And the kid says, "Well, good. Go fuck yourself." Beer and a joke.